Welcome to Six in the City, Cassandra Fuller.
And Steve Bowers.
And we welcome you in joining our show today. We've got a long list of folks, so I'm just going to get right on it. We're going to talk to Whitney Houston. Whitney Owen. She is with Jackson Animal Care Center. It's our monthly talk with Whitney to see what babies that she's got with her. And then we're going to talk to Scott Williams of Discovery Park of America. Woo, he's got a long list of stuff.
Long list of things, yeah.
Yes. And then John Reitzhammer, and I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Reitzhammer is we're going to talk to him for a couple of segments. There's something going on at the Carnegie. And then Jackie Utley, she is with Madison County Daughters of the American Revolution. They're hosting Wreaths Across America. It's a mobile education exhibit. It's coming up on the 27th, so we're going to hear more about that. And then Rita Mack is here, the only Rita Mack, because she's going to be talking about the Carl Perkins Center's telethon. It's coming up August the 15th, right around the corner. That's this weekend, and it's the 38th annual. So we'll find out more about that. And then our entertainment today is none other than CooperTheBand. So we're excited to have them on our virtual stage and hear from them. It's always a pleasure to hear from CooperTheBand.
So we got everything lined up. The telethon is coming up Sunday afternoon, 1 till 5. So keep that in mind. Very important fundraiser for the Child Abuse Center. All right, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. If you're ready.
Let's get after it. We'll be right back with this Six in the City.
As the COVID-19 vaccines become available, you might be asking yourself, should I get it? And if I do, will I be able to go about life without putting my family at risk? You've got questions, and that's normal. The fact is, the vaccines are safe and effective. They're going to save lives. To get the latest on the COVID-19 vaccines, visit getvaccineanswers.org, because getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed. It's up to you.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to Six in the City. We're going to the Jackson Animal Care Center. And Whitney Owen is with us. Whitney, how are you?
I'm doing lovely, dear. How are you?
Oh, we're doing well, I think. Still cat season, I take it.
Oh, it is, but we decided to go with a puppy this week.
Okay.
Wanted to change up our options a little.
Okay, well, tell us about this. Tell us about this special case.
Well, this is Lego. He and his mother were surrendered to the shelter when they were around 8 weeks. He's now about 11 weeks, and they've all been vaccinated and spayed and neutered, and they're looking for their homes. Okay. They are pit bull German Shepherd mixes, and they are going to be rather large. They're going to be around the 70-pound, 80-pound mark probably. Wow. Because he's only 11 weeks old, and he's already tipping the scale a little higher than 20. So they're going to be big guys, but they're all super sweet, very affectionate. They do well with kids, other dogs, cats. They like to play, which is why he's not really having this whole sitting still thing going along real well. But they're super sweet. And they're ready to go. So we've got 4 of them left out of the bunch. Oh, wow. And they all look identical. They're all like little quadruplets.
Oh my goodness. How do you tell them apart?
His little white mark on his chin. They've all got different little white marks.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You say he is available for up for adoption, or he will be?
He is. He's ready to go.
He's ready to go. Well, he looks like he's going to be. He's going to make the perfect pet for somebody.
Yeah, they're super playful. All 4 of them would be awesome for a family that's got kids. or a really active couple or single person that like to hike, walk, want a buddy to ride around in the truck with them. They're super people oriented and super active.
Okay.
Now, we
It's
need the last,
interesting talk. Yeah, go ahead.
you go ahead. Go ahead.
It's interesting talking to you that, as we all do, they all have their own temperament.
Oh, yeah.
And, some would be ideal for some settings and not others.
Well, they all have their own personalities too. I'm sure they may be 4 identical dogs, but I'm sure each one of them has their own special personality. So interesting.
Absolutely. Some are more confident and outgoing. Some are a little more reserved and quiet, low speed. All 4 of these guys are going to be fairly active and fairly high drive. Probably would not be great apartment dogs unless you are a marathon runner. You can take them for 5 or 6 miles a day to burn off that energy level. If not, they're gonna get bored and tear up your stuff. So.
Now, speaking of walking the dogs, that's one of the things that volunteers can do. Is that right?
Absolutely. Our next volunteer orientation class is actually this coming Saturday from 10 to 11. We do require, for liability's sake, we do require people to take the volunteer orientation class before they volunteer in-house. So it's going to be this Saturday from 10 to 11 here at the shelter at 23 Pinnacle. And so if we've got new people that haven't volunteered before that want to, this is the perfect time to get involved. But yeah, once you've had that 1-hour orientation class and signed all the correct paperwork, then you can come in pretty much whenever you want. Anytime you've got some downtime, if you want the fun of having a dog without the expense of having a dog, we will let you come burn off your puppy love here. You can come walk everybody that we've got that's currently available for adoption. So
now, is there a limited amount of time that you have for volunteers, like a set window, or is it just anytime you're open, people can come and volunteer?
Between 11 and 4, any day but Sunday.
Any day but Sunday between 11 and 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Sounds like a great deal. And you can not only walk the dogs, but you can love on the dogs. You can love on the kitties. Spend some time with them, get them accustomed to humans, I guess, the human touch and the love.
Exactly. Yeah, the one-on-one walking the dogs helps them with leash training. It helps them with impulse control. Overall, it's just a really good skill for them to learn. But then we also have almost an acre fenced in out back behind the shelter. So if you don't want to walk a dog on a leash, but used to play baseball in college, then we would love to have you come visit and throw a ball till your arm goes numb. Because I've got a lot of dogs that really need, a half-mile walk's not going to do much for them. Yeah. But if you throw a ball for them for 20 minutes straight, they've run 3 miles and they're tired and they're ready to go back in their kennel and just kind of chill out.
Kind of chill and sleep. Yeah.
But that kind of activity is important, I guess, for any pet dog.
Do what?
That kind of activity important for every pet dog.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, unless it's a senior pet or you've got some breeds that are just kind of low speed. That don't really they're not interested in doing that. But most any dog that we've got is going to love that.
So the volunteer training is this Saturday, the 14th from 10 till 11. You show up or need to call you in advance or email you or?
Nope. I'm here to teach the class, whether we have 1 person or 21 people. So you can just pop
All right, Whitney. Well, good luck with Lego. He seems like a fine one.
He does. Thanks so much, Whitney.
Thanks a lot.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all have a great day.
All right, you too.
We're going to Discovery Park of America next as we continue this Six in the City.
When I heard the word leukemia, I was terrified.
Thanks. Right here in West Tennessee, people are fighting for their lives.
Even though you know they're taking chemotherapy and they got a long road ahead, if they can maintain their smile and their energy, it makes it a whole lot easier.
That's why platelets are so vital. Wendy's blessed. Her son survived.
There's only one place to get platelets, and that's from people like you. Please give.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JEA today.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars.
Wow.
But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller, welcome you back to Six in the City. We're going from here at E+ TV6 all the way to Discovery Park of America, Union City, Tennessee. And Scott Williams is with us. Scott, so good to see you. And we got a big weekend coming up. David Crockett's 235th birthday.
That's right. We're really excited. We're going to have, of course, it's free admission for everybody in West Tennessee to remind everybody of David Crockett's big impact on us here in this region. We've got everything from panel discussions to a Broadway singer coming. We've even got 235 free chocolate cupcakes.
Oh, well, that's enough to get me there. I mean, you know.
All right, there you go. What is the tie between a Broadway singer and David Crockett?
You know, so there is a Broadway singer. I mean, he's a big deal. He's not just somebody who was one of the fourth cats in Cats. I mean, he's been in Les Mis, and his name is Bart Chateau. And he and a group of other folks in New York are working on a musical about David Crockett. And so I connected with him because obviously here at Discovery Park of America, we're right here where David Crockett lived. And we have an exhibit and a statue and a lot of content. And so he's going to come and he's going to premiere scenes from this Broadway play that nobody has seen before. Okay, so it'll be a lot of fun.
So a musical, which is an interesting vehicle for the Crockett story.
Yeah, no, I've actually gotten to hear it. He also asked me to do him a favor and read some of it out loud and record it because he wanted to hear what a Tennessee accent sounded like on some of the words. So that was fun.
Do you think the people in New York can understand that, or?
Well, you know, I was kind of disappointed he didn't ask me to be in the play after he heard.
Now that we've heard it, thank you very much. Okay.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't think you were Tennessee enough.
I don't think so. I think he said thank you very much, and then I walked away.
Now, Scott, your book is coming out as well this weekend, right?
Yeah, it's out right now, and so I'll be talking a little bit about that. We have some here for sale, and it's on Amazon, but it's all about David Crockett as well. So when I moved here, I didn't know that much about him other than what everybody knows from, you know, the theme song from the 50s Walt Disney show. And so I wanted to figure out what is this guy all about. So did some research and it was so interesting. I just thought I need to write about this. So it's out now.
Well, that's all happening this coming Saturday. What time is the park open Saturday?
10 o'clock.
All right, 10 o'clock. Now, you got several other events coming up as we head into September, right? 9/11, some other things are happening.
Man, we've got so much going on. I have to have a little cheat sheet to help me keep up with what all we're doing.
I bet.
It's, you know, one of the most memorable things we do every year is the 9/11 stair climb. So we have firefighters come from all over the region on September 11th on Saturday, and they run the stairs in memory of a particular firefighter who lost their life during 9/11. And so it's really a moving day. People come and cheer for them, and that's exciting. And this year, because it's the anniversary, we actually have an exhibit on September 11th that will be here as well. So folks can come out and enjoy that the whole month of September. So that's and that day, September 11th, is so incredibly powerful. And they're in full gear. They're running those steps up our tower, you know, which is 13 stories. So they have to go up and down 10 times.
10 times.
Oh, wow.
By the time they're done, they're just about exhausted. So,
I'm sure.
So it's a very moving event that is important, I think, for us to remember what happened.
Yeah. I think we had one of our JEA employees. I don't know if he did it at the park or if he did, but he did something like that. He's a volunteer firefighter, and he did the 9/11 stair climb a couple of years ago. So he said it was such a moving tribute to 9/11 that he probably would continue to do it every year. So it's pretty impressive.
If anybody out there listening is a firefighter or a rescue worker of any kind, they do still have slots available, and you can go to Discovery Park's website and click on the calendar and find out all about how you can sign up to come and do it.
Okay.
You've also got a Southern Heritage Art Festival, is that right?
Yeah, that's coming up as well. That's I'd click the button for the next one. That is
for your cheat sheet.
I'm telling you, there's so much going on. That's September 25th and 26th, and that's another fun one. Polly, who is in charge of that event, she travels all around to all the fairs and festivals, and she gets the names and the cards of all the really good people who are selling really interesting arts and crafts.
Okay.
And then we have our own festival here. I think she told me we had more than 100 this year signed up.
Wow.
Who will
Wow.
be throughout the property, and so you can do some of your Christmas shopping. And I mean, they have everything from food to soap to clothes to I've bought hand carved pencils, and every year I tell my wife to stay away. Stay away.
That's coming up September 25th and 26th, right?
That's
What are the
right,
hours?
yeah.
What are the hours of that?
10 to 4.
10 to 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you also have a event that's Steve's favorite, a 5K and 10K
5K.
Discovery Dash.
Yeah,
It's named after me, I think. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin, yeah.
Yeah, the Discovery Dash is on September 18th, but we also have after that we have Pediatric Day, which is a health fair. We
Okay.
have people set up all throughout the property again with information about health and safety, and but you need that if you just got finished running the 5K, which starts at 7.
All right.
So we're going to get away. We just want people to know you can go to discoveryparkofamerica.com. Look it up. There are a lot of activities coming up over the next couple of months.
That's right. I mean, I'm talking just about every weekend we've got something fun to celebrate.
Happy birthday to David Crockett. Scott, it's always good to see you.
Thanks so much, Scott. We
Congratulations on the
appreciate you
book.
guys.
We're going to the main stage, and we welcome Cooper the Band.
Man.
I don't wanna talk about it, and I think we both know why. I wish it wasn't automatic, the way I want you every time. I see shades of you when I don't want to. Can't think straight since you've been gone. Saw someone out, your go-to outfit, right when I thought I was on. You got me off track, got me thinking abstract. Baby, look at what you've done. So you got me wanting somebody, on body contact. I love it, but I hate that. Black jeans and Daphne blue still make me think of you. Yeah. I hesitate to say the ocean could hold a candle to your eyes. You shut the door and cut me open, and now I'm wishing I was colorblind. 'Cause I see shades of you when I don't want to, right when I thought I was on. You got me off track, got me thinking abstract. Baby, look at what you've done. So you got me wanting somebody, on body contact. I love it, but I hate that. Black jeans and Daphne blue still make me think of you. You got me off track, got me thinking abstract. Baby, look at what you've done. Sure, you got me wanting somebody, on body contact. I love it, but I hate that. Black jeans and Daphne blue still make me think of you, yeah. Still make me think of you, yeah.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Know the source. Heating and air conditioning costs are 55% of the average home utility bill. Next, 21% of the bill, heating hot water. 12% major appliances from the kitchen to the laundry. 8% of your cost is lighting, and 4% your electronics, from computers to television. When you move your lifestyle to lower your utility bill, know the ratios and make the changes that save you the most at JEA today.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So E+ Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We've been to Discovery Park in Union City.
That's
We're going
right.
to another special place, and that's the Carnegie Center for Arts and History and the Legends of Tennessee Music Museum. John Reitzheimer is joining us. John, good to see you.
It's good to be seen.
And I'll tell you what, museum has been closed for about a year and a half.
It has.
It's about time to open up. What do you think?
I do. I think it is. We're going to do that on Saturday in conjunction with the bicentennial.
Okay.
And we're really excited about it.
I mean, I know it'll be exciting to get it back open. The bicentennial is going to start, a lot of the activities will start Saturday afternoon. There's going to be a stage set up on Shannon Street and all. They'll start at 2 and they'll shift to the amp around 6 o'clock. But in the midst of all that, the museum is going to open, I take it, Saturday morning?
That is correct. We're going to
This coming
reopen
Saturday.
after a year and a half.
Okay, all right, great.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about the Carnegie Center for Arts and History on College Street and the Legends of Tennessee Music Museum. Hate to say this, John, but many people have not seen this museum. So how do you describe it to them?
You could describe it in a lot of ways. One is it's the largest Carl Perkins exhibit in the world. We have more Carl Perkins memorabilia than there is anywhere else, thanks to, in part, the Perkins family, thanks in part to Randy Williams, who's made it his lifelong dream of not only being a friend of Carl's and the Perkins family, but also collecting online every single thing that he can find. He has bought it on our behalf, on the city of Jackson's behalf. He has bought the most amazing and tracked down the most amazing sheet music, records, things that you can't see anywhere else in the world. And I'm just delighted with our exhibit. But you can describe it as Carl Perkins, or you can describe it as Sonny Boy Williamson, the real Sonny Boy Williamson. The Sonny Boy Williamson won, as he sometimes, he was the only Sonny Boy Williamson.
I saw the Jackson Sun article the other day, and there was Rice Miller.
Yeah, Rice Miller was there.
Talk to John Reitzheimer. Yeah.
Rice was a great musician in his own right, but he wasn't Sonny Boy Williamson.
Sonny Boy. He sure was.
He was Rice Miller. Anyway, so you could look at it and say, well, it's a blues museum. It's Sonny Boy Williamson. Or you could look at it and say, it's Big Maybell. And it is. Big Maybell was a Jackson, Tennessee musician, to fabulous musician. So you could, Lauren Pritchard, you could say, oh, it's a Lauren Pritchard exhibit. Well, yeah, or a Tina Turner exhibit. It's all of those.
There's so many things. Eddie Arnold, a great exhibit there.
Yep.
And then, you know, until I got to the museum, Bill Boyd is there, whom I didn't know anything about Bill Boyd, and then got to looking it up, and he founded the Academy, what is now the Academy of Country Music, Country and Western Music in those days. Just in a tie right back here. The other thing, you know, with Carl Perkins, it's a tie to the Beatles and so many other things.
Yeah, we've got a video that tells the story, part of the story of Carl and part of the story of how music, the beginnings of rock music were actually heard first in Jackson, Tennessee. It was recorded in Memphis or Nashville, but it was heard first, developed and created right here. And so that's really sort of the essence of, if you were asking about one theme that the museum is associated with, this is where rock music began.
You know, the Sean Pitts discovery, or the family here, of those Eastview sessions before they ever recorded in Sun, are just a stunning affirmation.
Yeah.
Carl was doing this before they were doing it in Sun Records.
That is exactly right. And we were so lucky.
People that hang around here heard it all.
We were so lucky that this German company, Bear Records, which does the absolute primo recordings and releases them to a tiny little audience worldwide, but an important audience worldwide. And Sean put that together and got that released through that record label. It's really important.
Oh, wow.
Well, this most distinctive museum is right here in Jackson, Tennessee,
Right.
at the Carnegie Center for Arts and History. It's going to reopen this coming Saturday. We've got several things to talk about, and we're going to do that. We're going to take this break. We take a break now and go to music. Is that where we're off?
Yep, we're going to music.
We're going to go to music. We'll come back with John Reitzheimer because an opportunity to volunteer and be a part of this, and some special incentives and gifts and everything else. It's all coming up. We're going to Cooper the Band. We'll be back with more 6 in the City.
Inside my head while I've been sleepwalking, round and round again. I found I can't get out of my head and over my feet. I'm stuck inside this upside down, inside out. This town, shadow boxing with the morning light to punch from the other Tuesday night. I'm chasing these things, but running in place. I'm stuck inside this upside down. Inside out, don't hold me down. Let's ghost this town. Upside down, inside out, hold me down. Let's ghost this town. Inside this upside down, inside out, don't hold me down. Let's ghost this town, upside down. I've been having dreams, but they don't inside my head while I've been sleepwalking,
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on E+ broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
With E+ broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E+ broadband's TV Everywhere.
John Reitzheimer is with us from the Legends of Tennessee Music Museum at the Carnegie. That's going to reopen this coming Saturday, the 14th at 10 o'clock. It's going to be part of the scavenger hunt, so you can visit the museum absolutely free of charge all day long Saturday. A lot of activities going on with the bicentennial Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. And the Legends Museum will be open during the day, so you can reopen that and visit that. Cassandra's got a question, I think, about the collection there. Fuller?
I do. I was going to find out from John, what's your favorite or the most important piece that's in that museum?
Oh, well, my favorite's probably not the most important piece, but there's a photograph of a young boy in the 4th grade from Tiptonville, Tennessee. And his 4th grade teacher had decided to bring him from Tiptonville to Jackson, Tennessee in the 4th grade because he was a new member of a marching band that he played an acoustic guitar in. Now, acoustic guitars are not a traditional instrument in the marching band genre. But there's a photograph of this young man with his acoustic guitar and the rest of the marching band. But and it's true that it's Carl Perkins and it's his first electric acoustic guitar. But what's really, really strange and really wonderful about the photograph is it was taken on the front steps of the Carnegie Library, and that would become 60 or 70 years later the Carl Perkins exhibit.
Oh, wow.
There he is on the front steps of the Carnegie Library, what was then the Carnegie Library. Yeah. And we've got that photograph, and it's the earliest picture that exists of Carl Perkins.
That's crazy.
It's wonderful.
It was meant to be. It definitely shows it was meant to be. So
the museum will open this coming Saturday at 10, and then after that will open Tuesday through Saturday, John, from now on.
Yes. And I guess one of the things that's important is what we're doing is we realize that there's an awful lot of people that want to be involved in the museum, that love the stories. And so we've gone out and asked for volunteers to help us tell these stories. And we've gotten a really, really strong response. So the people you're going to see at the museum are going to be volunteers that are there because they're excited about telling you these stories and showing you these guitars and these pictures.
You had a special pin that you wanted to show?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Some of you know that that Isaac Tigert is from Jackson, and he started the Hard Rock Cafe, and that the first Hard Rock Cafe in the USA was in Jackson, Tennessee. He also designed for us a pin, an actual Hard Rock Cafe pin that says Jackson, Tennessee on it. It's a Hard Rock Cafe, first in USA, Jackson, Tennessee.
Wow.
And we're not going to sell these pins. We're going to give them away.
Ooh.
We're going to give them away by doing a drawing, and we're going to do drawings out of 2 bowls. One bowl is going to be for the entire United States, from Budapest to Buffalo. This one over here is going to be just Jackson, Tennessee, and the surrounding area. And so we're going to, when we draw one for the entire world, we're also going to draw one from just this area. And because we want people from this area to participate and win these things.
Now, how do we participate? Yeah.
How do you participate? I'm glad you asked. You go on our website, jacksoncarnegie.com.
Okay.
Or carnegielegends.com, either one. Carnegie Legends may be easier to remember. And you just click and fill out the information, and you become a subscriber, and you'll get an email with stories about Carl Perkins or Lauren Pritchard or Tina Turner from time to time, once a month or something like that. Right. So basically you're signing up for a newsletter, but you're also signing up to win a pin designed by Isaac Tigert.
Awesome.
Okay, excellent. Well, John, we appreciate the time with you very much.
Yes, thanks so much.
Thank you for asking me.
Absolutely splendid, and we'll look forward to the museum being open, and it is
opening up.
CarnegieLegends.com, Carnegie Legends, or JacksonCarnegie.com.
Jackson Carnegie.
W.S. Holland.
Call it what you want.
In there. There's so many names we could drop, like W.S. Holland and so many other folks.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Man, you got to see the museum.
Thanks so much, John.
So good to see you, John. Where do we go from here, Fuller?
Well, we're going to commercial break.
All right. Well, we'll be right back with more. Thanks, John. We'll be back with more. Six in the City. With guidance from Fuller, we'll be back.
We are in an opioid crisis. More and more of our neighbors are dying from opioid overdoses. More than 1,300 Tennesseans in 2018 alone. You have the power to reverse this deadly trend. Because of the COVID-19 outbreak, Jackson Madison Prevention Coalition is now offering free Narcan training online and by phone. Narcan reversal kits are available. Contact Mark Mason at 731-694-0741. That's 731-694-0741. Don't let your loved one become a statistic.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jacksenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Jackie Utley is with us. Not that she doesn't have anything to do on Sundays, but she's added something else. Good to see you, Jackie.
Thank you.
What is this Wreaths Across America? What is it?
Wreaths Across America is a 501c3. It's a nonprofit organization. Okay. It started out when a balsam fir farmer whose company makes wreaths had 5,000 extra wreaths. And I think it was 1997. And so he trucked them down to Arlington National Cemetery and put those 5,000 out. And then people started hearing about it and started wanting to know if they could buy wreaths. And so now it's a 501c3, it's across the nation. And they ask groups to be sponsorship groups. So Jackson Madison DAR is a sponsorship group. And the cemetery that we are sponsoring is the State Veterans Cemetery at Parker's Crossroads.
Okay.
Right. So this year they are asking for 450 wreaths. The day that all the wreaths are distributed, it's the 18th of December this year. And groups all across the U.S. will be putting out wreaths, these wonderful balsam wreaths. Trucking companies volunteer their drivers and their trucks to haul these from Maine to wherever. And it's totally a volunteer network. It's just an amazing thing. So we are so excited that there is a mobile education exhibit. It's like an 18-wheeler, but they've got an area like a little theater in it. They have interactive computers. They have stuff. When veterans come through, if they're Vietnam era veterans and they haven't received the Vietnam Commemoration lapel pin, they do a pinning ceremony. It's all about the veterans. And the three tenets of Wreaths Across America is to remember the fallen, to honor our veterans, and to teach those coming up about, the service and sacrifice of our veterans. So
when will this unit be in Jackson then, Jackie?
This will be in Jackson on Friday, the last Friday in the month, the 27th of August. It will be in the Civic Center parking lot from noon until 5 p.m. We'll have an opening ceremony at noon. We've invited the mayors. We've invited the Parkers Crossroad Veterans Honor Guard will be our color guard. We've invited the commanders of various veterans organizations, VFW, American Legion, to be there. It's free. It's open to the public. Everybody's invited. And it's just a wonderful exhibit. We're trying to keep we are keeping the people here until 5, so that when kids get out of school, they can run by and go through the exhibit, because there are parts of the exhibit that are geared strictly toward children. So that's wonderful. Yeah.
And then those wreaths will be here December the 18th.
They'll come in the week of December 18th. There'll be a ceremony there in the chapel at Parkers Crossroad. I think it's at 10 o'clock on the 18th that morning. And then volunteers will place a wreath on every grave there. And the ceremony is that you place the wreath and then you say the veteran's name. So they're not forgotten. Yeah. We are trying to come up with 450 wreaths for Parkers Crossroad. We're selling $15 a piece, so it's not they're not horribly expensive.
How do we go about buying a wreath, Jackie? How do we go about buying a wreath?
You can go to, let me give you a website. It's wreathsacrossAmerica.org/TN028. P is in Parkers Crossroad. Okay. So you can go, or you can just go straight to Wreaths Across America and plink around until you can find Parkers Crossroad. But that will take you to our Jackson Madison page, and you can order wreaths through there, $15 a piece. We have the capability, once we have sold or have donated 450 wreaths for Parkers Crossroad, the rest of the wreaths that we sell will go to Arlington.
Awesome. Well, Jackie, they're telling us we got to go. We hate to cut you off, but just go to Wreaths
Across. We'll be back before December. We'll talk about this some more.
That's right. Wreaths Across America website. Yes.
We're going back to the main stage, and we welcome Cooper the Band. Thanks, Jackie.
trees apart, and now I see the sunrise. Oh, believe that after all this time, our hearts will still be intertwined. I'll breathe the trees apart, and now I see the sunrise. Oh, believe that after all this time, our hearts will still be intertwined. Will still be intertwined.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and E+ broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Rita Mack is joining us. She's going to be busy this coming Sunday with
That's
the
right, yes.
Circles of Hope telethon.
As is a bunch of people.
38th, did they say this right? 38th is telethon.
It is the 38th annual telethon. Sure is.
Okay. Rita was born only about 18 years ago, and so she doesn't know anything about
We'll go
this
with that.
Yeah, she
Wow.
doesn't remember the very beginning.
1 till 5, it'll be on Channel 7, and of course raises money for the Exchange Club, Carl Perkins Center for the Prevention of Child Abuse.
Yes.
Modified reduced format for the 2nd year in a row, but it's not going to be open to the public, right?
Not this year.
Yeah, it's on North Star Drive, and so if you
Yeah, that is, it's a building that we are, that has been graciously donated for us to have the telethon in.
it worked out very well last year. It was a gracious
Yeah.
donation. Yeah.
Really great.
So what's coming up with the show this coming Sunday?
Well, since we are in a smaller venue, we only have the bands this time, so we don't have as many of the small entertainment groups live. We do have some recordings, thanks to TV6. So thank you, Thomas, and all of your crew for doing that for us. But we do have bands each hour, so 4 hours worth. We have starting out Will Burton Band, and then the 2nd hour we have Blazing Blair. The 3rd hour is Timber Maniacs, and then the last band, of course, is the Bandstand Review. That is a tradition that has been going on for many, many years, and we want that to continue on as well. And Steve's going to be one of my hosts, so I'm going to keep you busy too.
Somebody else would be busy on set.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, definitely.
It's
I like to
surprising that last year the money raised was phenomenal. People responded to this. Very
It
well.
was, being such an odd year, as we know, just strange times, but people were so generous. And I think that was directly related to the fact that when you think of a pandemic and all the things that go with it, you also think of our humanity and all of the wonderful causes out there that you can contribute to and make life better for someone. And in this case, children and families that are affected by child abuse.
Yeah. Okay. What is the theme this year, Rita?
This year it's Be the Light. And that is, let me show you my shirt. Here we go.
There we go.
Good job. Be the light.
Thank you. I was trying to be very careful with that. But it is to be the light, be the hope in the light and the light for a child or a family that is suffering through the darkness of child abuse. I mean, I can't think of anything worse than that. Going through those types of different types of child abuse is so damaging to families and to children. So be that light, be that hope to bring that into the life of a child.
And we like your shirt. Is that something that we could buy?
This was actually for Child Abuse Prevention Month back in April. So I don't know that there's any more. We can find that out. I'm sorry. I have connections at the center. I
bet so.
Rita, if people want to go ahead, people can start donating today to this, right? You can call the center anytime at 668-4000, I know. And is there a website?
I'm sorry?
A website that people can go ahead and
yes,
be donors?
carlperkinscenter.org.
carlperkinscenter.org.
Links
Okay.
there. We will be on Facebook Live, hopefully through the day, Saturday, only the 4 hours. But you can call in Sunday, not Saturday. I said Saturday, didn't I?
Yeah.
You can call in on Sunday and make your donation then. The number will be different. It'll be on the screen all day. So you can call in and do it that way. Give it in honor of Steve Bowers.
Yeah, very kind. Okay.
Great opportunity.
Well, it's a labor of love, and it's a special, special day. Continues a special tradition, and telethons continue to work here. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah, very few left in the world, but
Yes, they are. You know,
does seem to work.
We're kind of wired differently in West Tennessee, and I like it.
And it's such an important part of the functions of the center as well. So I know last year with COVID, kind of hit the center pretty hard. And so this year is most important as ever. So we will make sure that folks get out there and donate.
Rita, it's always good to see you. We will see you, good Lord willing, Sunday afternoon.
That's right. Good to see you, Rita.
For the Circles of Hope Telethon. We'll be back with more as we continue. Six in the
Six in the City.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to E+ broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. E+ broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Welcome back to Six in the City. Steve has it. There you are. I was oh my gosh, you've disappeared on me again.
A lot of focus, and you unplug the camera, and then you can't quite plug it back in. It's just being
not fast enough when he's counting down 5, 4.
I've had one of those days today.
Well, we definitely thank all of our guests that we've had on the show today. I don't know. Do you have any? I've got a couple of.
Well, just a reminder, and we mentioned during the John Reitzheimer, the bicentennial launches this week. There's going to be a stage set up on Shannon Street. Activities will start there with story time, a lot of children and families activities. Smooth jazz progression will be there and all that. Then we'll shift to the amp around 6, and just to hold another line of Indian night with Magi. The double wide's going to be there, and just a lot of other folks. Prime Office is going to be there, so it's going to be a splendid. And some hip hop artists. So it's going to be a great, diverse evening here in Jackson to kick
That's
off.
right. I think you can find the calendar of events on Jackson Madison 200.
200, yes, you can. JacksonMadison200.com, and so just be looking for that. So it's a split in the beginning.
That's right. And I did want to mention one thing too. I noticed Redemption Road Rescue, you know, they're on quite a bit on the show. Well, they took in a horse that has some issues and is going to need some medical attention. She's a mare, and she actually has these tumors, these growths. She's like under her throat and on the side of her face. And I don't think they're detrimental to her health, but they are definitely something that need to be taken care of. And because they've got an infection right now and they're trying to cure that up. But anyway, they're going to start a fundraiser to raise money because she said it'd take about $2,000 to get this taken care of. The horse's name is Etico. So you can go to redemptionroadrescue.com and make a donation to kind of go towards the medical needs of Etico. So she's a beautiful horse and looks like.
One other thing I know that's coming up is the Pack the Bus for RIFA, for the snack backpack program. They're going to be in front of Walmart North, I think, and the 3 Krogers in the city. And that's Saturday. It starts Saturday morning at 9, goes till 4, I think. They will have a list of items that they'll give you when you're on the way in the store.
That's right. That's right. And then also too, we're going to be having our COVID updates. You can find that out on ePlusTV6.com.
Well, those are going to come up weekly now. We're carrying those at ePlusTV6.
Right.
This week will be on Wednesday at 10. And so, over 200 new cases since last Friday, 3 deaths.
Here we go again.
It's back, Football starts, I guess we'll still be doing football. Start 20th.
That's it.
So we'll see. Fuller's always good to see you.
It's a pleasure. Good to see you as well.
Thanks,
Great to work with you.
Thanks for covering everything. We're going to close it out with him. See you next week with Cooper the Band.
Drive, feet on the dashboard. I can't take it anymore. Dive, try to feel something, scream, but I don't hear anything. I watch the hours go by. I heard this town was supposed to be painted in neon. I rebels to lead on.